opening match with the Young Bucks and SCU defeating the Acclaimed, who are a very hot tag team right now, in TH2, one of your favorite ones right now as well.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, first and foremost, like I said, the Young Bucks, man, the way when they start off a Dynamite, just their entrance. I know that you being there live, you were blown away. Just their entrance is so on point. But beyond that, SPD, getting into the match itself, I think that these two pairings were actually very interesting. We know that SCU has a lot on the line. Getting paired up with the champions is a nice way to start your streak of if you lose, you're going to break up. Anytime you're paired up with the Young Bucks, you got a good chance of winning. So this was a great way to start that storyline. That said, what were your thoughts on the pairings? Getting into the match itself, I have to say, getting into the match, the Acclaimed, Max Caster cut a promo before this match that, typically we've been very hard on the Acclaimed up to this point on Dynamite Download, just because we haven't been able to connect.
Right.
Their raps have been a little corny. We haven't necessarily saw the hype around these guys, but this was the first example where I had to step back and say, I'm starting to get it. Max Caster, man, he delivered some lines tonight, and Jericho on commentary was caught off guard left and right with some of those zingers that he had. Did you feel the same way that I did leaving this match, that the Acclaimed really put a step forward and kind of showed what they're capable of this week?
I pretty much agree with you. They're growing on me a little bit more. They were much more smooth with their entrance and delivering their lines. It wasn't kind of like those, what is this, push mute type of thing like I felt, in a few weeks past. But, we didn't get to catch Jericho's commentary. I haven't watched the show back. So, him just alone is pure gold on commentary. So I would love to hear what he had to say throughout the whole show. But to me, honestly, the crowd was so hot for SCU and the Young Bucks, and we kept chanting the SCU chant, and I was kind of surprised. It was a very hot crowd for SCU. The hot crowd started. The entrance was pretty cool. One thing before I really get into the match was I was expecting the whole Dynamite intro with the pyro. It just went straight into it. So I don't know what it was like watching it live, but there wasn't the whole boom, 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 boom pyro to start the show. It went right into the Young Bucks SCU showing up. But
the Young Bucks brought plenty of pyro to start the show, though, to be fair.
That's true.
Right?
And yeah. Jericho, if you caught that on the Instagram live, Jericho's entrance was great. Finally got to sing along with Judas, which I've been dying to do for many, many, many months. Yeah. So that was a great experience on that. But anyways, as we get back into the match, I didn't feel like the Acclaimed and TH2 really got a chance to shine. We've seen TH2 really put on some outstanding performances, and to me, they were just like the background of this match. They really didn't get. I mean, yes, okay, Jack Evans had some great flips and some great spots, but Angelico, we didn't really see him do too much, in my opinion. And that was kind of disappointing. The Acclaimed, we didn't see. I just didn't get much of that offense. When they had that tag match, they had a couple of cool tandem moves, but it was definitely a super kick party nonstop. The Young Bucks were just super kicking everyone left and right. The combo moves that they're typically known for was outstanding. Matt Jackson had amazing combos going on, and I love the finisher.
I think piggybacking off of what you said there, SPD, I do understand where you're coming from. I think that this match, when you look at the big picture of the show now, we have the hindsight to see that. It's very obvious that this match was set up, one, to further showcase the Young Bucks and just how dynamic and excellent this team is, but two, to get SCU in the forefront again in the minds of the fans, right? Frankie Kazarian has cut some great promos over the last few weeks. You were even talking about how great he is at rapping. So Frankie's proven that he still has a lot to offer. And I think that tonight I was actually surprised most by Christopher Daniels and how much he had showed it he had in his tank. I think that there's no question that Kaz can go, like, his cardio, he can go like guys half his age. That guy is absolutely still killing it in the ring. But there have been, a lot of whispers about what Christopher Daniels can still offer. Obviously, transitioning to more of a talent relations role in the back. Tonight, I was really, that finish to this match, that was one of the things I took away from this match. That finish where he did I know you're a fan, the best moonsault ever into an assisted spiked tombstone pile driver. I was just like I know that was one of those moves where you just, wow, what a tandem offense that was, right? That was just absolutely incredible.
I agree. And I think that the finisher, the combo, the chemistry with SCU and Young Bucks, it gives an elite for me out of the match. I would have liked to see more out of TH2 just to kind of give them some more credibility. I hate to say it, but I feel like after this match, we might not see too much of them moving forward in the next few months. I hope I'm wrong, but just the way they showed up and all that. I did see when we were walking around Daly's place, Jack Evans, he gave me a little wave. So I was thinking of you in that, but
I love me elite. Some dirtbag Jack Evans.
The match was an elite. It was high energy, great placing of the card. On my pre-show on Instagram, I was talking about what would start the show. And, when we were talking with Elite News, we were thinking Cody and Seidel, which would have been a great show opener, but it made sense that this wasn't. It delivered on the show opener for me.
Yeah, I have to say, I love when the Young Bucks open an episode of Dynamite. They bring a certain level of energy to every appearance. Their entrance, their in-ring work, their tandem offense. I can't say enough good things about the Bucks. And this match to me, now that we know that SCU's challenging the Bucks for a championship match, that is going to, that's going to really put SCU on the spot, right? We're wondering what's going to happen with that tandem. Going against the Bucks is definitely going to challenge their teamwork. But I have to say, big picture, this match delivered an elite for me too, buddy. I had my most impressive, even though TH2, I do agree with you. I think that with the way the landscape of the tag division is starting to shape out heading into 2021, TH2 is one of those teams that you wonder where they're headed. And that's disappointing because I think they were starting to really hit their stride with this new veterans who have an edge on their shoulder type of persona that they were going for. I really liked that. And I think that both those guys have a lot of potential in the ring. Jack Evans hitting that 6'10" splash.
That was impressive.
And missing it and landing face first on the mat, like that had to hurt. So I like TH2. I like TH2. I like that dirtbag Jack Evans persona. I like kind of that kind of chippiness that he brings. But I think that overall they established a few teams here and that a few storylines moving forward. I think the Acclaimed put their best foot forward as far as on the mic goes. We've seen them in the ring. We can both agree that their tandem offense has hit at points. We've been impressed by what they can do inside the ring, but this was the first opportunity for me where I stepped back and I had one of those Dark Order moments. I'm wearing my Brody shirt. I had one of those Dark Order moments where I was like, Crayfish, remind yourself, don't rush to judgment, because I was very quick to say I'm done with the Acclaimed. I don't see the hype in them. But Max really got me with this pre-match promo. I thought he absolutely delivered. Was a big fan of it. And again, when I see the Young Bucks come out on top, I think that this is going to go places with their title reign going forward. So I was a fan. I think that this matchup was, again, a good blend of styles, and it segued into things that have to come up later on in the show. I can't wait to talk to you about that ending of the show.